The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And some room to run now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing. Heineke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Heineke to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now 2nd and 3. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And it is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Falcons, nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Heineke now. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, Love. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to 28. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And outbounds right around the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second down, Love. He's got it for the Panther touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, Heineke. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Carolina defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Heineke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Now Heineke. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll throw again. Heineke. And he whips that one incomplete there. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw is Heineke. He'll check this down to Hines. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, Heineke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And now they cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. So the 3 points there, and CD that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Love now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again. Love. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Love. On the move past the 40. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Love now to pass on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is Hines. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Jonnu Smith, 27 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and it's a 27-10 score now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after that. And the ball is knocked out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Love now on second down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. A good pickup there on 20 yards. First down, going to the air with Love. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Now a second down throw for Love here. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Throwing. Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Godwin from 8 yards out. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. Now Heineke. Dumps this one off to Algier. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Final play of the half here. Heineke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Touchdown, Carolina! Miles Sanders with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Heineke going to lead the Falcons up now first and 10 at their own 18. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. To the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Looking for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a second and 10. Here's Love. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Once again with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd and 10. And the play fake, and now Heineke. And his throw is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Over the middle, caught by London. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
What is this? Seriously, just as crazy. 19. 19 Lions. Come 19. Let's go.
Now Heineke on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Down the right sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Working out of the gun. Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check right.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
His
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
4th down, Heineke. That is incomplete. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a
touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers extend their lead yet again. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Heineke going to lead the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11. And now here's another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a short gain down to about the 33. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Love. Give him another one right back to Allen. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Seal, black. 62 blaster. Faster, faster.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That's set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Walker with another carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Running left is Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and get...
There he goes, right side. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Ken Walker, 43 yards. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Godwin, 67 yards. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Love throwing for it. It's complete. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Follow your man. Keep going. Keep going. Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now it's Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, right back to Hines. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, design run for their wideout. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a 2nd and 6. A give for Walker running right. 20. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 7-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Walker. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it for closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a hit.
Ready up.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Shot. 17. Set. Cut.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got to reincarnate it right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head.